Hello students, welcome to Time Online Classes. So today we are going to look into the handout AIMT 2032104. So All India Mock Test handout, and we will be discussing the reasoning ability section. Okay, right. So yeah, this is the first set you have. Directions. These questions are based on the following information. 8 persons E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L were born in a different month of the same year. This is what you'll have to focus on, of the same year. So this will tell you that which is the parameter that I have to fix. Now you have 8 people and then you have 8 different months, correct? Among January, April, May, June, August, September, October and December, but not necessarily in the same order. The following information is known about them. Now when he says of the same year, that should tell you that we will have to fix the months. So once we fix the months in the given order, because he says of the same year, based on the conditions we can fix the persons. Got it? Okay. So we have Jan, April, May, June, August, September, October, December. Right. So we'll take the months. So we have Jan, April, May, June, then August, September, October, December. August, September, October, December. Okay, so these are the 8 months we have. Then we will be fixing the persons based on the conditions. Okay, right. Okay, now since months are given, we will also make a note of the number of days in each of these months. Okay, so Jan is 31, April is 30, May is 31, June is 30, August is 31, September is 30, October is 31, December is also 31. Correct? Okay. Now, the conditions. J was born in the month which has 30 days but was born before August. So, but was born before August means again, it reference to the same person. J was born before August but in a month which has 30 days. Okay. Now, before August, 30 days are what months we have? One is June and the other is April. So, accordingly, we will take the two possibilities. So, one, I will fix J in the month of June. Okay. And in the other, I will fix J in the month of April. So, we will consider this as possibility number 1 and this as possibility number 2. Okay. Right. Then the number of persons who were born before J was born is the same as the number of persons who were born after K was born. So the number of people who were born before J should be same as the number of people who were born after K. So since the position of J is already known, before J you have three persons in the first case. So that means after K also you should have 3 people. So that means K is going to be fixed in the month of August. Then only you have 3 people after K. It satisfies. Now when it comes to possibility 2, since J is fixed in the month of April, so before J you have only 1 person. So after K also you should have 1 person. Now K is to be fixed in the month of October. Are you understanding the point here? Okay. Yeah. Then only 3 persons were born between K and H. Okay. So it says there are only 3 people born between K and H. So K can be above H or K can be below H also. Now because he says only 3 people between K and H. So according to the possibility we will check. Now in the first possibility K comes in the month of August. So after K, you only have 3 months. That means I need to leave those 3 months, then I will have to fix a H. Is it possible? It is not possible. So that's why we take above K. And above K, I can have H fixed in the month of January, such that there are 3 people in between K and H. Correct? Now the same goes with the second possibility. After K, you have only 1 month, so not possible. So I'll go before K. And before K, now I can place H in the month of May, such that you have June, August and September. Those are the 3 people in between. Understanding the point here? Okay? Yeah. Then F was not born after H was born. Now see. He says F was not born after H. You cannot have F after H is basically what he's trying to tell you. F is not born after H is born. So what is that meaning? The meaning is F has to be born before H is born. So you need to have F before H. This is what is the condition we will have to look into. Correct? Now look at the first possibility. Can anyone come before H? No. Why? Because H is given in the month of January and January is the first month in that year. Correct? So that is why possibility 1 is ruled out. Now coming to possibility 2, is there any position available before H? Yes, January is available. So I will place F in the month of January such that F is not born after H. So F has to be born before H. Correct? Okay? Yeah. Then G was not born before K was born. Now see, he says G was not born before K. So you cannot have G before K. Then where is it possible? G has to come after K. Not born before means after. Not born after means before. This is what you will have to look into. Got it? So after K you have 1 month available. So you fix G in that position. Correct? Okay. Then L was born in the month which has odd number of days. Now the remaining 3 months available are June, August and September. Now among these 3, which has odd number of days? August. So L was born in the month which has odd number of days. So L fixed in the month of August. Correct? And the last condition, I was born after E was born. So I should be born after E. So I should come after E. So that means E is to be fixed in June and I is to be fixed in September. So this completes your arrangement based on the given conditions. Understood the point here? Okay? Yeah. Okay. Now basing on this, let us have a look into the question. Yeah, this is again the same arrangement. He has given it in the horizontal way. We have done it in the vertical way. That's fine. Okay. Yes. Now questions. Who was born in June? So who is born in June here? It is E and it is choice 4. Okay. Yeah, choice 4. Next. How many persons were born between F and G? Okay. Now F was born in January, G was born in December. So first month and last month. So in between you will have 6 people. So it is choice 5. Correct? Yeah, choice 5. Next, in which month was F born? So we just checked. It is January. Third option. Okay. Yeah. Choice 3. Next, which of the following statements is definitely true? He says, okay, J was born in September. Let us check. J born in September. Is it? No. J is born in April. So, choice 1 is not true. Next, G was born before I was born. That is also not true. Why? Because we checked, no, G was born in December. So, no person can be born after G. So, G is the last person. So, G cannot be born before any other person. So, second option is ruled out. Yeah. Then, H was born in October. E was born in June. Let us check. H in October, E in June. H, is it in October? No, it is May. And E, is it in June? Yes. So choice 3 is not correct, but choice 4 is definitely true. So you need not check the fifth option. Fourth option is the answer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fourth option. And the last question in the set, 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Find the one which does not belong to that group. So it's an odd one out question. F, J, H, L, K. F, J, H, L, K. So F, 31-day month. J, 30-day month. H, 31-day month. L, 31-day month. K, 31-day month. So that means J is my answer. Why? Because except for J, remaining 4 people are born in a month which have 31 days. Correct? So J is the odd one out. So J is given in choice. Choice 2 is the answer. Yeah? Okay? Yeah, choice 2. So these are the 5 questions you have in this set. Got it? Good. Next, directions. These questions are based on the following information. In a certain code language, some statements are coded as follows. So he has given 4 sentences and then the codes of those sentences are given. So the first thing you have to look for is whether there are any repeated words that are given. So do I see any repeated words? Yes. Count is in the first sentence, second sentence and third sentence. Drops in the first and the second, wide in the first and the third. So like this, under is in the second and the fourth, path is in the third and the fourth, correct? Fall is in the second and third. So like this, you do have some repeated words. So whenever you have repeated words, you will automatically have some repeated codes. So the approach is you list down all the words that are not repeated. Okay, once you list down all the different words that are not repeated, and then by looking into the repeated codes, we will list down all the codes also for those words, so that answering the questions becomes easier. Okay, that is how we do it. Right, so let me list down the words first. So we have count, water, drops, wide. Okay, so we have count, water, drops and wide. These are the 4 words in the first sentence. Next, drops fall under count. So drops is already repeated. I'll not write it again. Fall under count. Okay. Remaining are fall, under and count. Okay. Then we have wide, path, fall, count. So fall and count are already repeated and wide is also repeated. So I will write only path. So path is the word from the third sentence. The next, under, enter, new, path. Now under is already repeated and path is also already repeated. So only we will write enter and new. So this is the list of all the different words which are not repeated in the sentences. Correct? Now we will take the codes for these words. Right. Now count is repeated in the first, second and third sentences. Now tell me which is the code that is repeated in first, second and third. We have GH. Do you see? So GH, GH and GH. These are the 3. This is the 3. So for count, I can write GH as the code. Correct? Then for drops, drops is in the first and in the second. And AB is in the first and the second. So for drops, I can take it as AB. Then for wide, in the first and the third, we have CD. CD is in the first and the third and wide is there. So I can take CD as the code for wide. And then the remaining is water. So for water, I can use PQ. So for water, it is PQ. Then next, for fall, fall is in the second and in the third sentence. So the code EF is in the second and in the third sentence. So for fall, it is EF. Then for under, in the second and the fourth you have, and in the second and the fourth we have is MN. So for under, I can take MN. Then path is the only remaining word in the third sentence, and the code you can have for path is TU. Path is also there in the fourth sentence, so you also have TU. So for path, you can take it as TU. Then, oh, count is already written, so I have repeated it again. Okay, so it is already GH. So then the remaining two words are enter and new, correct? So the remaining two codes are IG and RS. So we will have to write this as IG or RS, and here RS or IG. Okay, so this is the list that you have. All right. Okay, so now once we have the list, you need not again go back to the table and check for the codes, because you already have the codes. Now answering the questions becomes very easy. That is why we approach in this manner. Okay. Yeah, so he has also done in a similar fashion, and this is the final codes. Okay, now questions. What is the code for the word path? For path, what is the code given? U. So choice 4. Okay. Yeah. Then which word is coded as EF? So which is the word for EF? The word is fall. So fall is given in choice 2. Yeah. Okay. Then which of the following is definitely false? He says definitely false. Okay. Now let us see. So first option is new and IG. So for new, see, can I say IG is never a code for new? No, it can be a code for new, correct? So when he says definitely false, what is the meaning? The meaning is it is 100% false. So can I say IG is 100% false for new? No, you cannot say it, correct? So just like you cannot say RS is the code for enter. It could be the code for enter. You cannot say 100% false. So that is why the code is IG or RS. For new, it is IG or RS. For enter, it is RS or IG. So any one of these could be the code for those words. So you cannot say 100% false. Definitely means 100%. Correct? Okay. So first option here is not your answer. I cannot say it as definitely false. Now second option is enter and RS. Yeah, this again, just now we discussed. Again, you cannot say it as 100% false. The next we have drops PQ. So drops PQ. Now see, can I say that as 100% false? Yes, because I know for a fact that which is the code for drops? AB is the code for drops. So you can say that this definitely is my answer because it is definitely false. And you need not check the remaining because there is no more than one of the above. Understood the point here? Okay. So when you know that this is going to be the code, then you can answer it as definitely true or definitely false. Okay. Yeah. So choice 3. Right. And then next, if new wallet is coded as IJXY, then what can be the code for enter coins wallet? So it says new and wallet is coded as IJXY. Now since we know for new, it can be IJ or RS, correct? And then he is asking us to pick IJ as the code for new. So I cannot have RS. So RS must be the code for what? Enter. And that is where he has given the sentence enter coins wallet. What can be the code, he says. Now can be means possibility. Now why is he saying can be? Let us understand that. And once I take IJ as the code for new, then for wallet I can take XY. So in the other sentence also I have wallet, I'll have XY. Now check in your options. How many options have both RS and XY? Now both RS and XY are in first option. Both RS and XY are in second option, and in the third option there is no XY, so ruled out. In the fourth option you have RS and XY, and in the fifth option there is no RS, so rule out. So one among these three options will be my answer. Now The only remaining code is we want for coins. Okay, let us see. Now, among the list of the words, do I have coins anywhere? No. It's a new word. So when it is a new word, we need a new code. You cannot take a code from the table. Are you understanding the point? That is why the question is, what can be the code? Can be means possibility. So if you have a new word, you need a new code. Okay. Now let us see which among the codes are new, which are not in the table. So the codes are VW, PQ and IJ. It is definitely not IJ because IJ is already given for new. So fourth option is ruled out. So is it VW or PQ? Let us check. PQ is given for water, so I cannot use PQ again for a different word, coins. So it cannot be PQ. So second option is also ruled out. And the only remaining option is the first option, which is VW. Okay, so VW can be given as the code. That's your answer. Got it? Okay, yeah. Choice one. Okay, so these are the questions you have in this set. Okay, good. Next, directions. In each question below, some statements are given followed by two conclusions, numbered 1 and 2. Find which of the conclusions logically follows from the given statements and give your answer as 1 if only 1 follows, 2 if only 2 follows, 3 if either 1 or 2 follows, 4 if neither 1 nor 2 follows, 5 if both 1 and 2 follow. Okay, right. So now question number 75. So this is symbols and notations. So the statements are given. Now we will have to see which conclusions will logically follow. So for the first one, now I need to find a relation between I and U. So I will have to start from I and then I will have to end with U. So now from I, okay, so from I have to move in the backward direction. Means I'm moving in the backward direction. So when you move in the backward direction, the symbol also must be reversed. Now since here it is equal to sign, the equal to sign if you reverse also becomes equal to only. So there is no change. Now should I go further up to A? No, you need not. Why? Because you already have a E. So you need to find a common element that connects I and U. Are you understanding the point there? Okay. Now from E, in which direction I am moving? I am moving in the forward direction. So the inequality will remain same. So greater than or equal to will remain as greater than or equal to. Okay. Now from O also I am moving in the forward direction. So greater than will remain greater than. So I will stop at U because U is the end element I want. From I to U, this is how you pick a relation. Got it? Right. And whenever you have an equal to sign, always solve this equal to sign. Because when you have two elements with an equal to sign in between, it automatically means that the values are equal. So when the values are equal, there is no point in taking both of the elements. Correct? So what I'll do, I am going to ignore this equal to E. I am going to ignore this. Now once I ignore this, for the remaining elements, check which is the common inequality. So between O and U, you have only greater than. So between here also, I am going to take only greater than. So that means between I and U, I am going to get what? Only greater than. So I greater than U. Now is the result matching the conclusion? Yes. So I will say 1 follows the statement. Correct? Okay. Now let's take the second one. Now in the second one, it is between A and T. So from A, I have to go up to T. Okay. Now I'll start with A. Now from A, I'm moving in the forward direction up to E. So the inequality stays the same. Less than will be less than. Now from E, I will not go to I because you already have a E again in another part of the statement. So from E, I go to U in the forward direction. So E greater than or equals O. Correct? Now from O, I go to U. So O greater than U. And from U, I go to T. So U less than T. Now this is the relation you have between A to T. Now, if you observe carefully, you have opposite inequalities between the elements that are asked in the conclusion. So whenever you have opposite inequalities like this, you can directly say that there is no conclusive relation that you have between A and T. I do not know exactly what we are going to get. So you cannot specify one inequality like this. Are you understanding the point? So whenever you have opposite inequalities between the elements that are asked in the conclusion, after you get the relation, you can say that it does not follow. So my final answer for this is only one follows. That is choice 1. Are you understanding the point here? Okay. Yeah. So have a screenshot. We'll go to the next. Okay. Yeah. Choice 1. Next. Now again, very similar. First, I want a relation from K to H. Okay. So now from K, I have to move in the forward direction. So the inequality stays the same. Greater than or equal to will remain as greater than or equal to. Up to M, I will write. Now from M, should I go to S? No need. Why? Because you already have M here again in the other part of the statement. Correct? That is the common element that connects K and H. So now from M, you have to go to H. Now in which direction I'm moving? I'm moving in the backward direction. So that means the signs have to be reversed. But equal to will remain as equal to, no change. And then from V, I go to H. Now the sign will be reversed. Now less than or equal to there should be written as greater than or equal to H. So this is how you get a relation from K to H. And like I always say, whenever you have an equal to sign, you always have to first solve it. That is the priority for solving. So now when two values are equal, you ignore one of them. So that's why I will ignore V. Now once I ignore V, for the remaining, check which is the common inequality. So between K and M you have greater than or equal to, and here also you have greater than or equal to. So I'll take that as common. So between K and H I am going to get greater than or equal to. Now is the result matching the conclusion? No, it is not. So you will say does not follow. Please don't give follows just because there is a greater than sign. Okay. So when he says greater than sign, it means he says K is always greater than H. Do I get K always greater than H there? No. I got K is greater than H, or K can also be equal to H. So that's why greater than is different, greater than or equal to is different. So please be very careful. Okay. The inequality should match. Then and only then you will say it follows. Otherwise it is not. Okay. Right. Now coming to the second one. H equals K. Okay. Oh yeah. So here we have H equals K. Now here if you see, it is again same between H and K, because in the first relation I have got K greater than or equal to H. Correct? Now this particular thing here, H equals to K, can I write it as K equals to H? Both are same, no? So this also is a relation from K to H. So do I have K equals to H here? Do I have K equals to H here? No, that is also not true. Correct? But this is where you need to be careful that my relation is actually, how do you spell it? It is greater than or equal to H. So if I split this and write, I am going to split this as K is greater than H or K is equal to H. That is how you specify this inequality, no? Correct? You will not say greater than and equal to. You will say greater than or equal to. So if you look at them independently, you will say that it does not follow. Are you understanding my point? But if you look at them collectively, okay, you will have K greater than H and you will also have K equal to H. And that is exactly what I have got as my result. So that is why here your answer should be either one or two follows. This is how you will have to answer. If you look at them individually, you will not get your answer. But since the elements are same in both the conclusions, you can combine them and write it like this, because my result is the same, greater than or equal to. Correct? So here it is third option you will give. Either 1 or 2 follows. Got it? Yeah. Okay? Yeah, choice 3. Next. The first conclusion is between G and C. So I'll start from G and then end with C. So from G, now look at which is the common element that I have. Do I have L on the first part of the statement? No. Do I have R in the first part of the statement? No. So from G, you need not go in the backward direction. So I will move in the forward direction only. So since I'm moving in the forward direction, the inequality stays the same. So I go up to P. Now from P, check here. Again, I'll move in the forward direction. I go up to I. So greater than will be greater than only. And then from I go up to C. So I is greater than or equal to C. So everything is in the forward direction only. So the inequality stays the same. So now throughout the equation, which is the common greater than is there between G and P, again greater than between P and I. So between I and C also, I will pick only greater than. So what do I get between G and C? G is greater than C. Now is it matching the conclusion? No, it is not. Because I got G is always greater than C. But what is the conclusion? G is greater than or equal to C. I will never get equal to in my relation. That is why first is not correct. Understood the point here? Okay. Now coming to the second conclusion. Now the second conclusion is between I and L. So I will start with I. Now from I can move forward to C. But do I have C anywhere in the second part? No. So I will need not move forward. I will move backward. Now if I move backward, the inequality reverses. So greater than will become less than. So I is less than P. Now again from P, I will move in the reverse direction. So if I move in the reverse direction, greater than now will become less than. So P is less than G. Okay, great. Now from G, I will again move in the backward direction to L. So again the inequality reverses. That is less than or equal to will become greater than or equals L. So this is the relation you get between I and L. Now what is happening here? Again if you see, there are opposite inequalities between the elements that are asked in the conclusion. So there will not be any conclusive relation between I and L, and hence you should say does not follow. So my answer to this is neither 1 nor 2 follows. Neither 1 nor 2 follows, which is choice 4 is the answer. Understood that? Okay. Yeah, good. Okay, next. Yeah, choice 4. Now the last question in the set, question number 78. Now coming to the first conclusion, he given a relation from E to D. So let us see. So from E, compulsorily I will have to move in the reverse direction only, because there are no elements in the forward direction. So the inequality reverses, greater than or equal to will become less than or equal to U. Now should I go up to N? Need not. Why? Because you already have a U in the first part of the statement. So now from U, again I will have to go in the reverse direction only. So equal to will remain equal to H. Then from H again move in the backward direction. So greater than will become less than B. And again from B I'll move in the backward direction. Greater than or equal to will become less than or equal to D. So this is how you get a relation from E to D. Now the priority always is equal to sign. Now whenever you have an equal to sign given individually, we will solve that first. Now U equals H is given. So since the values are equal, I can ignore one of the elements. So I will ignore H. Now for the remaining, check which is the common inequality throughout. Now here you have only less than. So for the remaining also, I will have to consider only less than. So that means between E and D, you will get less than. Now is it matching with the conclusion? Yes, it is matching. So hence 1 follows. Correct? Okay, good. Now coming to the second one, it is between n and d. Okay. Now from n, I will have to start. So from n, I'll move in the forward direction. So I'll get n less than u, because less than will remain less than only if you move in the forward direction. Now again from u, you'll have to move in the backward direction up to d. Now I already have a relation from u to d in the earlier statement, correct? Sorry, in the earlier conclusion. So I will copy it as it is. So u equals h less than b less than or equals d, because those are the same elements I will be writing in the reverse direction, correct? Now again you have an equal to sign, so I will ignore the one of the elements, and then for the remaining I am going to consider only the common, that is only less than, which is common throughout. So that means between n and d, you will get what? Less than. Now is it matching? Yes, it is matching. So hence, my answer to this question is both 1 and 2 follows. And choice 5 will be the answer to that. Understood that? Okay? Yeah, good. So this is how you do symbols and notations. Okay? Right. Yeah, choice 5. So these are the questions you have in this set. Okay, next. Directions. Select the correct alternative from the given choices. So question number 79. 6 persons P, Q, R, S, T and U sit around a hexagonal table and all of them are facing the center but not necessarily in the same order. So we have a hexagonal table. So we'll take a hexagonal table. And there are 6 people who are seated and all are facing the center. So when you have even number, you must understand that they should be seated opposite to each other only. Now since he did not specify whether they are sitting at a corner or sitting at a side, you can fix either all the 6 people in a corner or all the 6 people on a side, because 6 is an even number, they must be opposite to each other, compulsory. So you cannot pick some people on the side and some people on the corner. No. So you have to pick all of them on a side or all of them on a corner. And I have picked all of them on a corner. And since they are facing towards the center, clockwise is the left of a person and anti-clockwise is the right of a person. Okay. Now, P sits 3 places away from S. So 3 places away means in between you should have 2 persons. Okay. So pick any place for P. In between you should have 2 persons. Whether you check to the left side of P or you check to the right side of P, S will come opposite to P. Correct? 3 places away means in between 2 people. Yeah. So this is how we fix P and S. And then continuation, who sits 2 places away from T. So whenever you have who, it always refers to the second person in the earlier sentence. So S sits 2 places away from T means in between you should have 1 person. So in between S and T, you should have 1 person. Okay. So I can have T to the immediate left of P. This is one arrangement. And what is the other arrangement? In the other arrangement, I can have T to the immediate right of P. See, by taking P here and S here, I can have T here also, such that in both the cases you are having 1 person in between S and T. Understood the point? Okay. Then P sits adjacent to neither U nor R. Okay, P cannot be adjacent to U, cannot be adjacent to R. Likewise, in the other case also, not adjacent to U, not adjacent to R. Okay. Next, U sits second to the right of Q. So U should be second to the right of Q. First, I will have to fix Q, then U will come second to the right. Okay. Now let us see. Now suppose if I fix Q here. Now right means anti-clockwise. Now who is sitting second to the right of Q? It is P. But I want U. So that's why Q cannot come here. Now next position to the immediate right of P, I will place Q. Now who is second to the right of Q? S is second to the right of Q. So I cannot place U. So the only position where I can place Q is immediate left of S. Now once I place Q there, now second to the right of Q, I can fix U. But we know that U or R cannot be adjacent to T. That was what we had eliminated in the earlier condition, correct? So this cannot be your arrangement. Now let us check the other. Okay, now once I check the other, now once I place Q here, second to the right of Q, right is anti-clockwise, you already have P, so not possible. Now next placing Q here, second to the right of Q, you already have T, so not possible. So the only position is Q in between S and T. Now once I have Q there, second to the right of Q is U, so you fix U here, and the remaining is R. That's all. So this is your final arrangement. Got it? Now what is the question? Who sits 3 places away from T? Now 3 places away means in between 2 persons. So from T, whether you look on the left side of T or you look on the right side of T, in between 2 people, the person who is 3 places away from T is U. In this case, it is also opposite, right? So my answer is U, choice 3. That's all. Understood the point here? Okay? Yeah, good. Choice 3. Okay, and this is the arrangement. Okay, next. Yeah, choice 3. Now, question number 80. 5 persons E, F, G, H and I are comparing the cash they carry with them. Each person carries different amount of cash. Only one person carries more than I. Okay, so there are 5 people and each person carries a different amount of cash. So it's a comparison. They are comparing the cash. So it is comparisons. Okay, right. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 1 being the, I can say most cash and least cash. Position 1 is the person who has the most cash, okay, and least cash. Okay. Now he says only one person carries more cash than I. So he says there is only one person who carries more cash than I. So obviously I comes in the second position such that only one person is above I. Okay. Then neither H nor E carries the least cash. Okay. So neither H nor E should be in the 5th position because 5th position is the person who carries the least cash. Correct? Yeah. Then G carries more cash than E. Who carries more cash than H? So when you have who, it always refers to the second person. So G has more than E and E has more than H. So this is how it has to be. G has more than E and E has more than H. So minimum 2 people should be there below G. Yes or no? Correct? So that means I can rule out G in the 5th position and I can also rule out G in the 4th position. So G can come in the 3rd or in the 1st. But what will happen if G comes in the 3rd, then E will come in the 4th and H has to come in the 5th. But we have already eliminated H in the 5th because neither H nor E carries the least amount of cash. So that's why G can not be there in the 3rd position also. Elimination always works. Okay. So the only position for G is 1. Then after that you get E. Then after that you get H. So H cannot be in the 5th position. Got it? And the remaining person we have is E, F, G, H, I know. So E, F. So F carries the least amount of cash. Okay. Right. Now what is the question? Who carries the highest amount of cash? So we know who is that highest amount. It is D. And it is 4th option. Choice 4. Understood that? Okay. Yeah. Good. Choice 4. And this is the arrangement. Okay. Yeah, choice 4. Got it? Okay. Next. Directions. These questions are based on the following letter sequence. So he has given some sequence. So the questions are based on that. So let us see. 81. Which letter is third to the left of, eighth to the right of, 10th letter from the left end? So whenever a question comes like this, we always come from the last. So he says from the left end. So left end is this. And take the earlier instruction to that. And what is the earlier instruction? 10th letter from the left end. Okay, so what is the 10th letter from the left end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th letter from the left end is E. Okay, and what is the instruction earlier to that? 8th to the right. So now from E, which is the right side? This is the right side. Now 8th to the right I will count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th to the right is V. Now earlier to that what is given? Which letter is third to the left? So third to the left. Left is this side. Now I count the third letter. So 1, 2, 3. So my answer is Y. And Y is given in first option. Yes? Okay? Yeah. Choice 1. Then next. 82. How many consonants are there in the given sequence which are immediately preceded by a vowel? So you only have to look at consonants which are immediately preceded by a vowel. Preceded means before. Succeeded means after. Okay. So only consonants I will concentrate, but you need to have a vowel. So I'll start by looking for vowels. That is easy. So I have a U, then I will check for K. Now K is a consonant before you have a vowel. Yes, so K is right. Then next is E. Now O. O is a vowel. So a vowel having a vowel immediately before is not my condition. A consonant having immediately before is my condition. So I will not consider O, but I can consider L. L is having a vowel before, that is O. So L can be considered. Then next V. V is having a vowel A before, then I will consider. Then Q. Q is having a vowel I before, then I can consider. Are you understanding the point? So there are totally 4 consonants. Choice 4. That's all. Sorry, choice 3. Choice 3. Okay. So you have to look into vowels. Where are all the vowels coming? And check, do I have a consonant adjacent to that? Okay. So understanding the condition helps. So third option. Okay. Yeah. Choice 3. Next, 83. If the first half of the sequence is reversed, then which letter will be the fifth to the right of, the second to the left of, the eighth letter from the left end? Okay, so he says the first half of the sequence is reversed. So first we'll check what is the first half and second half. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. So that means 13 in the first half, 13 in the second half. So 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is up to S you have as the first half. The remaining are your second half. Okay. Now he says if the first half is reversed. So if the first half is reversed means this is how, so you simply have to write them in the reverse. Okay, so we have S, L, O, E, Z, J, R, K, U, M, W, C and T. Okay, now again this question you always come from the last. So from the last is from the left end. So left end is from here. Okay. Now he says eighth letter from the left. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth letter from the left is K. Correct. And then previous to that you have second to the left. So now for K, left is this side. Now second to the left you have is J. Okay. And earlier to that you have fifth to the right. So from J, you count fifth to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth to the right is W. Correct? So which letter is fifth to the right? The answer will be W. So it is choice 4. So everything is given in the first half only. That is why he is asking first half is reversed. So this is how you can look into. Okay? Yeah. So always come from the last and take one instruction earlier to that. So the answer is W. Choice 4. Yeah. Choice 4. Okay. The last question in the set. If in a certain way P is related to A. So let us see how is P related to A. P is third to the left. Third to the left of A. That is the relation. In the same way as D is related to Q. Now see D. How is it related to Q? Again first, second, third. So third to the left is the same relation. Now following the same, which letter is related to S? So S should be in the second position. So which should be in the first position? You count third to the left of S. So third to the left of S is E, and E is given in second option. Okay? Yeah. So the answer is 2, choice 2. Yeah? Choice 2. So these are the 4 questions you have in this set. Okay, next, directions. These questions are based on the following information. 10 boxes M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U and V are placed one above the other but not necessarily in the same order. The following information is known about them. So it's a box arrangement. You have 10 boxes placed one above the other. Okay. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. This is how you place the boxes, box numbers, correct? Because first box is always at the bottom, then you place one above the other. So these are your box numbers. And then we are going to fix the boxes based on the given conditions. Okay. Right. Now, box R is placed 3 boxes away from box M. Now 3 boxes away means in between you should have 2 boxes, right? So we have R in between 2 boxes and M. So it can be M 2 boxes and R also, correct? Right. The number of boxes placed below box R is 1 less than the number of boxes placed above box R. So it's talking about the same box. The number of boxes you keep below it should be 1 less than the number of boxes you keep above it. So that means you fix R in 5th position such that the number of boxes you have below 5 are how many? 4 boxes. And the number of boxes that you have above 5 are how many? 5 boxes. So below R is 1 less than above R. Yes or no? The condition satisfies. That is what you'll have to look into here. Okay. Now once I fix R, then you can fix this first condition. 3 boxes away is M. Now 3 boxes away is M is in between 2 boxes. That means I can have M below R in position number 2. This is the first possibility. And the other possibility is you can have M above R at position number 8 also. So we are going to have 2 possibilities basing on this condition. Understood it? Okay. Right. No box is placed below P. So no box is placed below P means P will be the first box. No box is placed below P. So in both possibilities you will have P there. Then 3 boxes are placed between U and N. Okay. So he says there are three boxes between U and N. So again, it can be U or N, N or U. Okay. Then box U is placed immediately below box V. Okay. So U is placed immediately below V, he says. Alright. And then box N is not placed above box R. Now see what he says, not placed above. N is not placed above R, means N has to come below R. Okay. So not placed above means below. So wherever R is, N has to come below R. Are you understanding the point here? Okay. Right. Then box O is placed immediately above box S. Okay. So O is placed immediately above S. And neither box R nor box M is placed adjacent to S. Okay. So neither R nor M is adjacent to S, he says. So these three positions are ruled out for S. Neither R nor M is adjacent to S. Correct? Now likewise here also neither R nor M is adjacent to S. So here in the other possibility, four positions are ruled out. Okay? Neither R nor M is adjacent to S. Okay. And the last condition is neither box Q nor box O is placed at the top. Okay. So neither Q nor O is placed at the top. Okay. Neither Q nor O is placed at the top. Right. So these are the conditions. So now let us see. So let us look into this because S and O are removed. So we will see where are the possibilities of this O and S because I want O to be immediately above S. So the starting position of S is in the 7th position. Correct? In the first possibility I am checking. Placing S here, then immediately above you get O. Correct? And within here only you have one more possibility. What is that possibility? You can have S in the 8th position and O in the 9th position. And you cannot have S in the 9th position now. Why? Because O is ruled out at the top. So that's why you cannot have S in the 9th position. So these are the two positions you have for S and O. Okay. Now what about the other one? Now the other one is you have this V and U. Correct? So where can I place this V and U? Now the possibility of placing V and U is either in 6 and 7 or in 4 and 3. Correct? So within the possibility one only, okay, what I am going to do now is I am going to split it. Okay, I'll erase R, M, P like this. Okay, I'll split this. So I have R in the 5th here, then M in the 2nd and P in the 1st. Okay. Now here in this first column, where can I place V and U? Because V and U are also two successive positions. Correct? Now V and U can come in the 10th or the 9th. V or U can come in 4th or the 3rd. Okay. So what we'll do is first let us place V and U. So one other condition is you have to have, okay, N should be below R. Okay, so let us do that first. So N to be below R. Okay, that means you can have N in the 4th position. Now what will happen if I fix N in the 4th? Now if I fix N in the 4th, then you need to have 3 boxes between U and N. Correct? So let us see, if N is in the 4th, then 5, 6, 7 are the 3 boxes. Then 8th position you should have U. Is it possible? It is not. So N is ruled out here. Now what will happen if I fix N in the 3rd position? Now if I fix N in the 3rd position, then 4, 5, 6 are the 3 boxes and then U has to come in the 7th position. Is it possible? No, it is not. Now can I place N above R? No, because the condition is N has to come below R only. So this is ruled out. Now again the possibilities of N. Now if I place n in the 4th position, then 5, 6, 7, then 8th position you should have u. It is not possible. Then placing n in the 3rd position, then 4, 5, 6, now you can have u in the 7th. But the one more condition with respect to u is v should be immediately above u. But what is happening there? S is immediately above u. So that's why this also is ruled out. So ultimately, the possibility where m is coming below r is ruled out. Are you understanding the point here? Okay. Now let us look at m coming above r. Now let us look at m is coming above r. Okay. Now again, let us look at s and o. Now where can I place this s and o? So the only possibility where I can place this s and o is s to be in the 2nd position and o coming in the 3rd position. Okay, this is one possibility. The other possibility also is there. So let us just shift this and right. Okay. So this again we will make into 2 partitions. Okay. Now R to be fixed in the 5th only. Okay, in both cases. Now M to be fixed in the 8th position only in both cases. Okay. Then P to be fixed in the 1st position only because no box is below P. Okay. And then now O and S, correct. Now we can have O and S in the 4th and the 3rd, or O and S in the 3rd and the 2nd. These are the 2. So that's why I made partition. Okay. Now, where can I have N? Because N has to come compulsorily below R. So the only position here is in the 2nd position. Correct. Now once I have in the 2nd position 3 boxes between n and u, so u comes in the 6th position. Now once I have u in the 6th position, I can have v in the 7th position. Now once I have v in the 7th position, now since q is ruled out at the top, I can have q in the 9th position. And the remaining box is t. So all the conditions are satisfied. I have this arrangement. Now let us look at the other possibility. Now n should come below r. So I place n in the 4th position. Now 3 boxes and then you need to have u. But m is already there in that position. So can I have u there? No, you cannot. So that is why this possibility is also ruled out. So the only possibility that works is this one. So this is how you can look into the arrangement. Got it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, this is the final arrangement. Questions. Question number 85. Which box is placed at the top? So which is the box at the top? T. So choice 2. Okay. Yeah. How many boxes are placed above box O? Okay. Now above box O we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes are there above O. So 4th option. Right? Yeah, choice 4. Next, in a certain way, box Q is related to box T. Let us see how is Q related to T. So Q is immediately below T. That is the relation. Correct? First box is immediately below second box. In the same way as R is related to U. Let us see R related to U. Yeah. So again see R is related to U. So Q related to T. First box is immediately below second box. R related to U, again first box is immediately below second box. That is the relation, immediately below. Now following the same, which box is related to N? So N should be in the second position. Okay, which box is related to N? So N is in the second position. So first position should be P, because P is immediately below N. The relation is immediately below. Yes or no? Yeah. So my answer is box P. And it is fifth option. Yeah, okay. Choice 5. Next, If all the boxes are arranged in the alphabetical order from top to bottom, then how many boxes remain in the same position? Okay, top to bottom alphabetical order. So starts with M to V. Okay, so M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. So check how many are in the same position. It's not this, it's not this, not this, not this, not this. Yeah, R is there, not this, not this, not this, not this. So only one box will be remaining in the same position. Okay, one is the answer. Yeah, first option. Okay, yeah. Question number 89, the last question in the set. Which of the following statements is definitely false? So 100% it should not be true. Okay. So first one says box V is placed immediately below box M. So is V immediately below M? Let us check. V, is it immediately below M? Yes, it is immediately below M. So it is true. Right? The information is true. So I cannot choose this option. Why? Because I want an option that is definitely false. It should be definitely false. But first one is true. Correct? The next box T is placed at the top. Yes, it is placed at the top. The first question in this set was that one only. So again it is true. So I cannot choose that as the answer. Are you understanding? So you need to be careful whenever he's asking definitely false. Don't choose an option that is true. Okay. Then box R is placed 2 boxes below V. Let us check. R is 2 boxes below V. Means in between you should have 1 box. Yeah. In between you have 1 box and R is 2 boxes below V. So this information is also true. So I cannot use this information. Then fourth option, box Q is placed second from the bottom. Okay, let us see. Q is second from the bottom. No, Q is second from the top. So this information is definitely false. Correct? So I will choose choice 4. You can ignore the fifth one. Are you understanding the point here? Okay. Yeah. Fourth option. So fourth option. So these are the questions you have in this set. Okay. Next. Directions. Select the correct alternative from the given choices. If in the word complaint, the letters which are to the left of L, including L, are replaced with the next letter, okay? So we have the word complaint. Now he says the letters which are to the left of L, including L. That means all these letters are replaced with the next letter. That means you'll get D, P, N, Q, M. Correct? And the letters which are to the right of L, excluding L, means the remaining, are replaced with the previous letter as per the English alphabetical series. So previous is Z, H, M, S. Then which letter is repeated at least twice in the new word thus formed? At least twice is minimum 2 times. So minimum 2 times, D is not there, P is not there, N is not there, Q, but M. Then Z, H, S. So M is the only letter. So choice 3. That's all. Just follow the instructions, you'll get your answer. Got it? Yeah. Third option. Yes, choice 3. Question 91. Complete the following series. Okay. So we have the numbers 3, 6, 12, 24, 48 and blank. So what is happening here? 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12, 12 into 2, 24, 24 into 2, 48. So 48 into 2 you get 96. So except for second and third options, we can remove the remaining. Now if you look into the letters E, H, K, N, Q and blank. So E is 5. then H is 8, K is 11, N is 14, Q is 17. So look at the differences. 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 3 14, 14 plus 3 17, so 17 plus 3 should be 20 and 20th letter is T. So third is ruled out, choice 2 is my answer. Okay, yeah. Choice 2. Okay, next. Directions. These questions are based on the following information. 12 persons are sitting in two parallel rows of 6 persons each. 6 persons A, B, C, D, E, F are seated in row 1 and all of them are facing south, but not necessarily in the same order. 6 persons P, Q, R, S, T and U sit in row 2 and all of them are facing north, but not necessarily in the same order. The distance between adjacent persons in a row is the same. Each person in row 1 faces exactly one person in row 2. So it's a two row arrangement. Okay. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, row 1 facing south, P, Q, R, S, T, U, row 2 facing north. Okay. So this is row 1 facing south. We have A, B, C, D, E and F. And there are 6 people. So south facing, your left is the right of a person, your right is the left of a person. And then we have row 2 facing north, north facing, your left is the left, your right is the right, and you have 6 people. Okay, and the persons are P, Q, R, S, T and U. Okay, right. Now the following information is known about them. A sits second to the left of the person who sits opposite to you. So who means it is the person in the second position. That is, the person is sitting opposite to you and A should be second to the left of that person. Okay. And he says neither A nor U sit at the ends. Okay. So neither A sit at the ends nor U sit at the ends. Okay. So then in that case, now the next position is you fix a U here. Okay, now opposite to you is this person and A should be second to the left of the person who sits opposite to you. Are you understanding that condition? Okay, yeah. Now along with this you get one more possibility. Okay, and that possibility is you can have U here also in the third position, then A comes in the second position there. So this is south facing, this is north facing. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, P, Q, R, S, T and U. Okay, these are the two because A cannot be at the ends and U also cannot be at the ends. These are the only two possibilities. Okay. Then S sits exactly between U and T. Okay. And he says A does not sit opposite to T. Okay, S should be exactly between U and T and A does not sit opposite to T. So wherever A is in the opposite position, you cannot have T. But S should be exactly between U and T. Now in that case, I can rule out S here in the first possibility. I can rule out S to the immediate right of U. Because if I place S there, then T will come opposite to A, which is not possible. Now, so you can have S opposite to A such that I can have T at the extreme right end of the row. This is the only possibility. S is exactly between U and T and A not opposite to T. Correct? Now in a very similar fashion, again I can rule out S adjacent to U so that T cannot be opposite to A, but then I cannot place S opposite to A this time. So it cannot happen to the right side of U. So it has to happen to the left side of U. So I can have S here, then I can have T at this extreme. So S is exactly between U and T, but A is not opposite to T. Are you understanding that? Okay. Yeah. Okay, then the number of persons who sit between U and T is the same as the number of persons who sit to the left of D. So the number of persons between U and T should be same as number of persons to the left of D. Okay, in the first case between U and T you have 3 people. So I will fix a D there so that to the left side of D. Now south facing left is your right hand side. So to the left of D you have 3 people. So the condition satisfies. Correct? Now again here number of people sitting between U and T you have 1. Then to the left of D also should be 1. Then D must be fixed in this position where A is already fixed. Then and only then you have 1% to the left of D. So this will tell you that the second possibility cannot happen. The second possibility is not going to work out because you cannot have 2 people in the same position. Correct? Yeah. Now E sits opposite Q but does not sit to the right of F. Okay, so E should be opposite to Q, but this is what is important. And or but it always refers to the first person, and the first person is E. So E does not sit to the right of F. So if E does not sit to the right of F, E has to sit to the left of F. Okay, but E should be opposite to Q. Okay, see here. So E should be opposite to Q. So because E is south facing, Q is north facing. That is why I've kept like this. So E should be opposite to Q, but does not sit to the right of Q. Sorry, right of F. That means E cannot come to the right side of F. Now, if I place F here, because F is also south facing, this is the right side. So E cannot come to the right side is what he's saying. So that means F has to be on this side because it is south facing such that E comes to the left side of F. Are you understanding the point? Okay. So now accordingly, if I place E in the right extreme, in the first row, in the right extreme, then wherever I place F, E will always be to the right side of F. That is what I don't want. So I cannot have E this side. So the only other position is you fix E here, then opposite you need Q because E and Q are opposite. Now F can be fixed in any one of these two positions. Are you understanding the point? Okay. Yeah. Then P sits opposite the person who sits adjacent to F. So P is opposite the person who is adjacent to F. Okay. Now whoever is adjacent to F, P will be opposite to that person is basically what he is trying to tell you. Okay. So I can have F in the extreme. Okay. So P should be opposite to the person who is adjacent to F. Okay. Now what will happen if I put F at the extreme? Now if I put F at the extreme, who is the person adjacent to F? Is this person here. And opposite to that person, you should have P. But who is already there? U is already there. So that's why F cannot be at the extreme. So F has to be here such that you can have P now can be on either side of U. Because there are two people now adjacent to F. One is D, the other is the extreme person. And both the opposite positions are empty. So I can have P either opposite to D or opposite to the extreme person. So we will have to look into one more condition. And the next condition is D does not sit opposite to R. Okay. So opposite to D, you cannot have R. Now if you cannot have R opposite to D, only other position is you put R at the extreme. Then that means the remaining person is P. Now I have fixed P. Correct? Yeah. And then at least two persons sit between C and E. So there should be at least two persons between C and E. So in that case, I can rule out C in the left extreme of row 1 because then there will be only one person. How many I need? At least two. So that's why you put C at the right extreme of row 1 such that there are two people between A and C. And the remaining person is B, comes at the left extreme. So this fixes your arrangement. Understood the point here? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that is your final arrangement. Now questions. Who sits opposite to T? Let us see. So opposite to T, who is sitting? It is B. Third option. Choice 3. Yeah. Next. What is the position of S with respect to R? Okay, let us check. Now R is at the left extreme. So first to the right, second to the right, and S is third to the right of R. Correct? So third to the right is first option. Okay? Yeah. Choice 1. Next, if P and Q interchange their positions, then who sits opposite to Q? Okay, P and Q are interchanging. P and Q are interchanging, then who sits opposite to Q? The answer is D. The answer is D. Fourth option. Yeah. Then, next, 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Find the one which does not belong to that group. So it's an odd one out question. So C, T, B, R, P. Let us check. C, T, B, R, P. So C, T, B, R. These are all the persons who are at the extreme. So the odd one out is P. Correct? Yeah. So except for P, remaining all are at the extreme positions. So P is the odd one out. Okay. Yeah. And the last question in the set, which of the following statements is definitely false? Now see again, I want the information to be false. So let us check one by one. A sits opposite S. Let us see. Is A opposite to S? Correct. A is opposite to S. Then should I choose that as my answer? No, you cannot, because it is 100% true, definitely true. I want information that needs to be false. Okay. Then C sits to the immediate right of F. Let us check. C sits to the immediate right of F. Now for row 1, which is south facing, which is the right side, your left hand side is the right side. Is C coming to the immediate right of F? Yes, that is also true. That is also true. Then can I select that option? No, you cannot. Okay. Only 3 persons sit between D and B. Let us check. Only 3 persons between D and B. Now how many persons are there between D and B? 2 persons are there between D and B. Now can I say this information is false? Yeah, it is false, because he says there are only 3 persons sitting between B and D. No, there are only 2. So that is why you choose third option. Okay, because I want the information to be false, hence third option is my answer. Okay, now you need not check the remaining. Fifth you can ignore. He says all are true. Okay, choice 3. Yeah. So these are the questions you have in this set. Okay, next. Directions. Select the correct alternative from the given choices. Question number 97. If in the number 845739296, each even digit is added with 1 and each odd digit is subtracted by 2. Okay, so we have the number 8457329 and 6. So all the even digits are added with 1. So 8 is added with 1, 4 is added with 1, 2 is added with 1, 6 is added with 1. And each odd digit is subtracted by 2. 5 is minus 2, 7 is minus 2, 3 is minus 2 and 9 is minus 2. Correct? So that is the first step. So what will I get? 9, 5, 3, 5, 1, 3, 7, 7. And then all the digits are arranged in the ascending order from left to right. Okay, ascending order from left to right, we have 1, there is no 2, but there are 2 3s, and there is no 4, there are 2 5s, then there are 2 7s and 1 9. Okay, then what is the sum of the digits which are second from the left end? So which is the second from the left end? 3. And fourth from the right end in the new number thus formed. And fourth from the right end is 5. So sum of the digits is 8. First option. Okay. So simply following the instructions will get you your answer. Okay. Yeah. Choice 1. choice 1. Okay. Next. Directions. These questions are based on the following information. 8 persons A through H are of the same family. The following information is known about them. So it's a blood relations question. H is the only daughter of A, who is the spouse of E. Okay, so who means A, the second person. So A is the spouse of E. So we do not know the gender of A or E. So, but we just know that they are a couple. So who's the husband and who's the wife? I don't know. But he says H is the only daughter to them. H is the only daughter. Okay. Now, G is the sister-in-law of H who is unmarried. Okay. Now, sister-in-law, there are two ways. One is either H should have a husband, husband's sister is sister-in-law, or H should have a brother, brother's wife is sister-in-law. Now, since he clearly says H is unmarried, so H should have a brother. So, H should have a brother, and that brother's wife is a G, sister-in-law. They are a couple. Now I don't know who that brother is for now. Let us keep it that way. H is unmarried, correct? Who? So who means again the person given in the second position. Then G has only 2 children. Okay, so this couple again will have 2 children. So they are siblings. Okay, but always keep in mind the total number of persons also. Okay, so you need to have only 8 people in the family. Don't try to fix extra people. Okay, right. Then E is the grandfather of D. Okay, who is the only brother of F. So who means again it is D. So E is the grandfather to D. Now E is a grandfather. So means E is a male. If E is a male, A is a female. Now grandfather to D, so D has to be a child to the couple there because H is unmarried. Correct? Yeah. So D, who is the only brother of F, means D is a male brother to F. Now I do not know the gender of F for now. Okay. Then F is the son of B. Okay, now I know the gender. F is a son to B. That means B will be the brother of H and a husband to G. Correct? Who means again the second person, that is B, is the only sibling of H. Yeah. Who is the only sibling of H? B is the sibling to H. Correct? And finally, C is the sister-in-law of A. Okay. Now again, sister-in-law. Sister-in-law means either A will have a brother, brother's wife is sister-in-law, or A already has a husband, husband's sister is sister-in-law. Now this is where the total number of people will come into the account. Now look at how many people are already arranged in the family tree. There are 7 people. That means I need only 1 person more to be included, and that person is C. But if I take sister-in-law on A's side, so I should add a brother to A, and then that brother will have a wife. So there will be 2 people to be added in the family tree. Means there will be 9 people in the family tree. So that is why you cannot take the sister-in-law on A's side. You have to take the sister-in-law on the E's side. Means directly you can put C as the sister of E. Then and only then you will have total 8 people in the family tree. That's all. So this is your final family tree. Understood the point here? Okay? Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah, this is the same family tree. Okay. Questions. Question number 98. How is C related to B? So you always put yourself in place of the person given after the word related. Okay. So put yourself in B's place. So if I put myself in B's place, how is C related to B? So B has a father and this father has a sister. So what do we call father, sister? Aunt. Correct? So the answer is aunt. Second option. Always put yourself in place of the person given after the word related. From there you will get your answer. Aunt. Yeah, choice 2. Next, what is the ratio of the number of males to that of the number of females in the family? So males to females ratio. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 males and 1, 2, 3, 4 females. Okay, 4 is to 4 is 1 is to 1. Second option. Yeah? Yeah, choice 2. The last question. If H is married to I, then how is A related to I? Okay, now he is giving you a condition that if H is married to I, then how is A related to I? Let us check. That means you have to put yourself in I's place. Okay. If H is married to I, so here, if H is married to I, they are a couple now. Then he is asking, how is A related to I? So you put yourself in I's place. So I has a wife and this wife has a mother. So wife's mother is nothing but spouse's mother. Spouse's mother is mother-in-law. Correct? So the answer to that question is mother-in-law. Choice 3. Third option. Okay? Yeah. Choice 3. So these are the questions you have in this set. Okay? Alright. So that brings us to the end of the handout. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.